says he's shocked and heartbroken by the sudden death of his new police chief. Good evening, I'm Rodney Dunnigan. Reynoldsburg police say James Hughes Jr. was discovered yesterday in his home. Rob Wells is live in Kirkersville for us tonight. And Rob, this is yet another tough loss for that community.
It's a huge loss, Rodney, and it's really hard to comprehend. Keep in mind, we were just here 3 weeks ago when they just dedicated a brand new bench to fallen police chief Eric Desario, who died just over a year ago. Now, nearby, another brand new memorial for 35-year-old Chief James Hughes Jr., who was named to the position March 18th. Reynoldsburg police tell me that Hughes' body was discovered about 11 a.m. yesterday morning by his wife in their Reynoldsburg home. The police chief tells me that Hughes was taken to the Franklin County Coroner's office for an autopsy. A lieutenant working on the case would only call this a death investigation. Hughes was the second chief to be hired in the community after the fatal shooting of Chief Eric Desario and 2 nursing home workers just over a year ago. The mayor said that he'd had a meeting with the new chief just Thursday night at his home. He told Hughes he'd be working full-time, and Hughes discussed his plans and all of his goals for the department. The mayor telling me that Desario and Hughes knew each other for years, making this loss even tougher.
And him and Chief Desario went to the academy together. They knew each other. Even though they worked different departments, they was contacts. So he knew him real well. He came here, people, that first week too was kind of rough, but after that the people thought he'd done a good job.
And as you just heard, the mayor said that he did face opposition when he hired Hughes. We interviewed Hughes recently himself about his past employment with the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office. Employment records show that he resigned from that job after an arrest at a Whitehall fast food restaurant. Meanwhile, the mayor said he will hold a special meeting with council on June 6th to decide what to do next, where to move on from here. In the meantime, neighboring departments will help out in the meantime to keep this community safe.
Oh, I'm on there. Oh, wow. Let me park my Cadillac real quick. Park that baby right there. All right. Put my keys that hit my alarm. Make sure nobody don't take my ride. Oh, yeah. Yo, YouTube. What's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, I know you all see me roll up on a Cadillac, even though it's not a Cadillac. That's a Segway. It's not a child's toy, trust me. It costs about as much as some of you all car. I'm just going to keep it real, And happy Monday to you all. Glad you all had I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Mine was pretty good. I got me some rest this weekend. Did a lot of soul searching, a lot of working out, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay ready because you never know when them youngsters are gonna try you. You feel me? I seen a guy get beat down the other day so bad I couldn't help him. It was too many of them out there, like 5-on-1. They had to be every bit from 19 to 25. I said, I am not going out there and that. I don't want to have no parts of that. So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Hope you all have a most wonderful day also. So don't be laughing at my little scooter. That's a Segway. That's not no Walmart special. You can't get them at Walmart. You got to order them, baby. And I'm telling you, you got to be ready to come out some ducats, if you will. But anyway, enough about that. We have a very sad story coming out of Kirkersville, Ohio. I never heard of Kirkersville. I never knew America had all these damn towns in there. But evidently, we got one named Kirkersville. We have a sad story coming out of Kirkersville. Police chief. Now, when I first heard this, I was appalled. I was truly bewildered and flabbergasted at the same time, if you could put those two together. Now, this chief, he didn't shoot nobody. He didn't lock no innocent person up. No, he basically did his own self in. He basically did it to himself. Yes, he died of a drug overdose. You might be saying, well, damn, how did the chief do that? Did the chief not know better? I know damn well the chief knew better than to steal drugs from the evidence room and take it home and shoot up. But I'll tell you one thing, he went out with what you call a what? Somebody said it, I heard you, a bang. Yes, he went out a bang. He was high as a giraffe ass when he went to the upper room. I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely, as we go. Ohio police chief died after overdosing on drugs he allegedly stole from his department's evidence room. Now, you know damn well you don't go stealing no damn drugs from no damn evidence room. They got drugs in there strong enough to choke a rhinoceros, if you will. Now, Kirkersville, Ohio Police Chief James Hughes Jr., 35 years old, died of a fentanyl overdose in May. On Wednesday, investigators revealed that Hughes obtained a synthetic opioid from his department's evidence room by way of walking his butt in there and just grabbing it. Now, Ohio has been one of the hardest hit states in the opioid epidemic, with a more than 70% increase in synthetic opioid overdose deaths between 2015 and 2016, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Damn, opioids are running amok in Ohio. Now, an Ohio police chief who died of an opioid overdose in May got fatally high on drugs obtained from his own department's evidence room. An investigation has revealed. Have you never heard this old slogan? Don't get high off your own supply. Don't get high off your own department supply. You never know where it's going to take you. It might take you to the bathroom with a bad stomach ache or whatever, might have diarrhea, or it might take your ass up out of here. Kirksville Police Chief James Hughes Jr. was found dead by his wife. Your wife, out of all people, imagine how she felt. Imagine how she felt. By his wife in the the bathroom. Damn, like Elvis. You feel me? Like a flashback from Elvis Presley. Of their home the morning of May 25th. And an autopsy later revealed that the 35-year-old had fatally overdosed on fentanyl. The synthetic opioid has been blamed for a spike in overdose deaths in the U.S., which experts say is a result of dealers mixing it with heroin to create a stronger and more addictive drug. Damn, now I heard a lot about heroin. And also, you can look at I'm not no damn crackhead, I'm not a drug head, none of that, but I heard heroin is worse than crack. A lot of people laughing at me like, man, you don't know nothing about drugs. That's a good thing. You feel me? Y'all, I don't want to know all that about drugs. I don't want to know how to make it into crack rock. I don't want to know none of that. You feel me? I ain't trying to get nowhere near none of that, because I just might want to make, if I just give me a little half a gram on my tongue, it's over with. But anyway, I mean, it's just like what you see with the weed culture going on now. They infusing weed, they inject weed with all kinds of other things. Like, damn, whatever happened to it just growing naturally like that? That would make weed so special and so appealing, you know what I'm saying, to the average person, because it was just a plant, like Cat Williams say, you just light it. That's it. And it has sound effects. That's it. Hungry, sleep, and happiness. Let's continue. Now, Reynoldsburg Police Lieutenant Ron Wright, whose department is investigating the death, says the detectives found packages of fentanyl, heroin, and LSD in Hughes' living room after he died that appeared to have been logged into the KPD evidence room. I mean, he had a whole damn drug surplus at his house. He had everything from A to Z. You feel me? You want aspirin, he got aspirin. If you want zebras, he got that also. Now, 3 syringes that were found at the scene were also sent out for testing. One had fentanyl liquid in it, one had fentanyl residue, and the other one was clean. A plastic sandwich bag at the scene also tested positive for cocaine. And you know them little old sandwiches bag that you get from the dollar store, you get about 30 or 40 in there. I ain't finna say too much. Now, Wright told the Newark Advocate that Hughes' death shows that the opioid epidemic is happening at all different levels, in walks of life. And that's true right there. It don't matter what side of the tracks you come from. You can come by the side of the tracks, that's the hood, that's the ghetto, or you can come from the other side of the tracks, that's up and well-to-do. But guess what? Drugs do not discriminate. Let me say some people, all BS aside, drugs do not discriminate. It don't matter what your position in life is. It don't matter who you think you are or whatever the hell it is. Once you get addicted to these drugs, these opioids, and these synthetic stuff that they put in the drugs, you basically gonna be out your damn mind. It won't be long before we be singing that sad song, Dressed in Black. Now, Hughes was just 2 months into his job, just 2 months on the job. You couldn't give us 3 months. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you playing with spades with somebody and you ask them what you got. You got 7 in a possible. And they say they got 1 in a possible, which mean months. They got 2. You can't give me 3. Can you give me 3? Because if you can give me that third one, boy, we can set they ass. You feel me? We can set them. If you can just give me 3 months. Hughes was just 2 months into his job when he died. His death was classified as an accident. He was the 3rd police chief in a year for the small Ohio town. Damn, Kirksville, what is going on in Ohio? Please let your boy know. I need to know what is really going on in Kirksville. If this the 3rd police chief, does a clear sign that it's a dark cloud hovering over the police chief desk in Kirksville, and don't nobody want to open that door and go into that room, because there's no telling what you're going to get yourself into. Now, his predecessor, Jeff Finley, resigned in March 2018, saying the department was a hostile work environment. Maybe that's what led this other chief into doing drugs. Because damn, I bet the new chief like, damn, I ain't know it was gonna be this damn hard. 2 months on the job, he up out of here. The police chief before Finley, Stephen Eric DeSario, was fatally shot. That's another sign. Was fatally shot while responding to a hostage situation in May 2017. But damn, Kirkersville, let me ask you something. Is the police chief the only damn police in Kirkersville? Because that's what it sounds like. Because, I mean, if you have a hostage situation, shouldn't you send your other deputies out there, then you come too? Why is the chief the one that end up having to go and then the one that end up getting killed? You know, don't you have your little minions, your underlings for that? I'm just saying, I ain't trying to talk down nobody's position or whatever they have, but at the same time, if I'm halfway running the shots, I'm gonna send somebody else too, or we can go together. I'm not gonna get out there and get shot in my ass by myself. Now, Mayor Terry Ashcroft said Hughes and DeSario were close. Him and Chief DeSario went to the academy together. They knew each other, even though they worked in different departments. There was contact, so he knew him real well, Ashcroft told the news station. Now, the married father of 3 may have been under financial strain as well. Damn, that burden always break your back right there. That money issue, you feel me? At the time of his death, he was only working 20 hours a week with the department at $14 an hour. So you mean to tell me I'm putting my life on the line for $14 damn an hour? I can go to Walmart and make that and won't have to worry about running up into no burning building, no hostage situation or nothing, because I doubt if you can only hire a couple polices or maybe 1 or 2. Can't hire a damn fire department, so you got your chief saving people's lives and putting out fires. Damn. Now, he asked for his hours to be increased to 32 hours a week to meet the demands of the position, and the village was in the process of getting that approved for him. But damn, evidently the village took too long. The village took too long. Now, Ashcroft said Hughes stopped by his house the night before he was found dead, and that he seemed happy as he can be. But then again, do you think that was really real happiness, or was that what we call dupe and delight? And for those of you who don't know what dupe and delight is, look all across YouTube. You will see it. I like to give you what we call white rabbits to follow. You know what I'm saying? I like to give you something and let you think about it and wonder off. So you will see all that. So was it real happiness or was it fake happiness? That's what dupe and delight is. Now, he's real friendly. He talked to everybody. Come and done his job and went home. No problems at all. And then this happened, Ashcroft told NBC. Now, at the same time, do you think that it was this guy, the chief, first time trying it when they found him dead? No, evidently he must have been indulging in the substances, if you know what I mean. Evidently, he must have been at home, sitting on his couch watching reruns of Friday and Half Baked, getting baked. Now, Ashcroft faced opposition after naming Hughes the new police chief in March. Well, why did he face opposition? What problem did they have with him becoming the new chief? Let's find out. Now, shortly after he assumed the position, the Newark Advocate released a report detailing Hughes' troubling work history. And you know, if you ever had to get a reference from your job, if you know you messed up or you fucked up on the other job, you can hang it up. Don't even give him a job, because they used to be slick. Like some years ago, you could write down any job. You could say you work for IBM now, so they wouldn't even call them. You feel me? But now you can say you work for Burger King. They want to call Burger King. They want to call the gas station. Everybody. It's hard out here for a pimp. So you know it's extra hard out here for the... Anyway, now the report stated that Hughes was the subject of multiple investigations in his 9 years as a law enforcement officer at the department throughout Ohio. Damn. So what the hell was going on with Mr. Hughes? Prior to joining the Kirkersville Police Department, he resigned from his job at the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office after he was convicted of a misdemeanor disorderly conduct for using, guess what, a racial slur at a fast food restaurant drive-through employee. So if you using racial slurs, and this don't have anything to do with racism, but since they want to throw it in there, and it's kind of strange that they would throw that in there also. They don't give a damn. I'm telling you, when you die, all kinds of shit gonna come out the closet. You feel me? So I already know they got a whole list waiting for me whenever that time comes. And I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, I wish I was dead. We don't want to die. Some of us don't, evidently. But at the same time, there ain't no telling what they're going to pull out of my ass. So all my truth, know the ledge show family, don't y'all be down too surprised. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that many skeletons, you feel me? But we all have a few of them in there. Now, in June, the village council agreed to pay Hughes' family $1,500. $1,500 to help cover the cost of his funeral. The chief's widow, Amanda, also started a GoFundMe campaign to get funds for his funeral, saying he didn't have any life insurance. Damn, that's sad. A police chief with no life insurance? I mean, what in the hell, can I say it right? What in the hell is going on in Kirkensville? Well, you have a police chief whose life is on the line, daily, do not have life insurance. If I'm out here putting my life on the line and I'm walking around like I'm Iron Chest Charlie, you know what I'm saying, got an S tatted on my chest like I'm 50 Cent when he first came out with Get Rich or Die Trying, one would be led to believe to think that that guy would have life insurance because you can get your ass shot. Then what? Then your family still gonna have to find a way to bury your ass. So I don't understand. Even though I understand now, he was only making $14 an hour. Couldn't even afford life insurance. That's very sad. You know, all BS aside, that is sad. That fund raised $960 of its $12,000 goal, and it's still climbing right now. And more people will be donating. Also, if you want to donate to help with the burial costs, feel free to do so, because the man is gone. But at the same time, it's a tragic situation. It just shows you that we look at these people and we think that these people do not go through anything. We think they're just certain demographics of people and that drugs affect certain people. No, it not. No, it don't. Because you have doctors who does drugs. You have politicians. You have everybody, you know, who have a key position. Not saying everybody's a drug head, but you all get what I'm saying. We have people in powerful, influential positions who are drug abusers. You know, no matter what kind of drug it is, alcohol is a drug. If you ask me, cigarettes a damn drug. And weed ain't never killed nobody, but hell, we having a hard time making that legal all nationwide. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. It's just a sad situation that, you know, that this guy was basically crying out for help and didn't nobody even see his tears. That's basically what it was showing to me, because you can look and tell with some people, even though I don't know this man personally, of course, but, you know, from the outside looking in, it seems like when people be doing this type of stuff, they be crying for help. So if you can help somebody, or if you know somebody indulging in drugs or whatever, you know what I'm saying, try to talk to them and try to help them. If they don't want to listen, at least you try. But at least, you know what I'm saying, get them the benefit of the doubt, because they are human also. And some of us can't take life pressure. Like they said, the man was on the financial strain. He was going through all kinds of other things. So we don't really know what all he was going with. Just because I can deal with some or you can deal with some don't mean the next person can deal with it just as good as we can. Let me know what you all think about this situation. And it's very sad. But till next time, you all stay blessed. And I'm out of here.